But now
Yo, have y'all heard what Dr. Umar Johnson been saying about him lately?
Oh, I'm so glad you brought him up because I was gonna bring him up because he was just at the Breakfast Club and he was at Charlamagne's Hell of a Week show.
What are you talking about?
Dr. Umar Johnson.
Yeah.
I know. What was he talking about?
Going
He
in.
was talking about everything, and that's
Going
literally.
in.
I just wanted to give Dr. Umar his flowers. That's why I was glad
Dr.
you brought
Umar's
him up
hilarious.
because
He's very
as
funny.
much as I think he be hustling niggas too sometimes, boy, that nigga know how to turn some shit up. Boy.
Yo.
he
does,
can
he does,
turn it
bruh.
up. What Boy, when that camera comes on, boy, Dr. Umar is here to play, bro.
Yo.
He went to Breakfast Club and did 2 million views in like a day and a half. I was like,
Going
God
crazy.
damn, boy,
Going
you
crazy.
still that nigga.
Because he does not stutter. He does
He
not
don't
hesitate.
stutter.
Yeah.
And
He's
he will
got a
roll
point
through
for
them, like-
everything. He's willing to overpower. He's willing to. Oh man, he's selling shit. You know what I'm saying?
He will
is
roll through
good
white
at what he
supremacy
does,
points,
bro.
like talking points, real casual.
The ones who are good at talking are the ones who are.
He's good, man. Yeah,
He's
he's
good.
good. I
He's
gotta give it
good,
to him.
bro.
It's hard
He
to tell the
sells
lines
that
good.
shit.
He witty as hell.
Yeah.
Legitimacy.
It's good, bro. It's good.
And then when you think you back him into a corner, you can't.
I know. Yeah.
He's never used
It's like,
it,
even if you don't totally agree with him, like you're probably gonna lose that argument.
bro. Even at the Breakfast Club interview with him and Charlamagne, they yelling at each other.
Yeah.
He over talking to him, and then Charlamagne was like, "Yeah. Dr. Umar will be on my show later this week." He said, "Oh yeah, brother, I appreciate you coming up." You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like these niggas just like they like, yeah, let's just go ahead and clear a couple millions. Let them know we still got it. You know what I'm saying? Boy, they turn shit up. I mean,
like
they was
wrestling.
talking, but what was you want to bring up about him?
The fact that when he was talking about like miscegenation, basically, we were talking about like how like how
Dating multiple people.
marrying people or like having sex with people of other races. Yeah, when he was talking about that, like he was talking about
I missed that clip.
interracial marriage.
Interracial
Yeah.
marriage.
Oh, okay. What did he say again? I know
He
he's
was
not
saying,
against
like,
it.
Yeah, he was just saying.
I mean,
like,
I
Kim
know he
destroyed
is
him.
against
like,
it.
Yeah, like he's very clear. Like that white woman destroyed.
And
that man.
he was
Yeah.
talking about his angle. I think was that like you never see like a poor white woman with or a rich white woman with a poor black man, but you'll
Right.
see. Because he's saying how the money circulates and goes back into
for
the
sure,
community.
yeah.
And he's like, but you'll see like a poor white woman with a rich black man, and that rich
For
black
sure.
money is never going back into the black community.
Facts.
It's going somewhere else.
Facts.
Because
True.
now that marriage is over, she's getting what he had when that should have went back into our community. That's his
For
argument.
sure. And
I get that.
and it's logical, and I see it.
I see what
That's
he's
exactly
saying.
what he's
I do see
saying.
what
For
he's
sure.
saying.
I get that.
But yeah, that's what he was kind of on, and I was like, damn, well, this the way he like makes his points. Sometimes you gotta just be like, well, nigga, you kind of got a point. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, yeah, he be having.
He's just
points
such a
like
savage that
He's
it's
just
like
yeah.
you have to
Savage,
kind of
yeah.
sift through that part of
Yeah.
it. That he's kind of aggressive with his delivery. That's all. Yeah.
He's good at what he does, man. That's a good. That's a.
nigga is
He be
hilarious,
he be
boy.
selling. He be delivering
Yeah,
that
no, I
shit.
agree.
Hilarious.
I think he's
But
better
yeah,
than, like,
but he is
Farrakhan,
right though,
really.
and it's because well, that's another thing too. It's interracial dating and marriage is all weird anyway. All those points are 100% true. No questions asked. Like that also goes back to like men will date down. Men typically date down, and women typically try to date up. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
So he was talking about rich black men with poor white women.
right.
So what
and then
about
you're-
like if they're like on the same financial level, like when
I think it's
richness is not a thing? You know?
if we're on the same economic
Yeah,
level,
both middle class.
It's still marriage is financially beneficial either way. So anytime you get married, you're going to be making more money because you actually have two incomes under
Yeah.
one roof.
Yeah.
So it's still an issue. He would still say it's an issue because you're not because you're having a mixed family. That money's not directly going back into the black people,
It's
black
going
dollar,
to
whatever.
black money.
Yeah, because your white wife.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
but if
part
you
of
had a black wife and y'all were both rich or y'all both poor,
But
everything
yeah,
is still
yeah.
going to the black
It's going
community,
back to the- yeah.
no matter
Yeah,
what level
yeah.
you're at.
Typically.
Yeah.
We
But
don't-
now-
in a perfect
I mean, but
world,
we're still
yeah.
going to Walmart, and that's going into white.
Other people's
Show
pockets.
is.
Yeah, but I
We're
think
shopping at Walmart.
I think they're just talking about like the overall. Okay, because when you think about like marriage normally brings somebody up. Somebody's dating up. It's rare when two people at the same level are coming together. And if they do, I feel like that's later in life. Somebody's normally coming up, right? Like if you're a rich dude, or even if you're not even a rich dude, you can make $70,000, $80,000 a year. That's like the top 20%ish, right? Yeah. You can date a girl whose family is from the projects and none of them ever made more than $10 an hour if they didn't live off the government. And like you're bringing her family with you. You know what I'm saying? Like some of your resources are going to not only go to her, they're also going to go to her giving money to her family and helping them up. So you're always blending a family when you're and your economic statuses are blending too as well.
Yeah, right.
So he's saying that you be lifting somebody, a impoverished or a in poverty family into the middle class now, which you should be lifting a black woman who might have been from poverty into the middle class with you as a black man.
So even like the people in mixed relationships that we personally know, that's what exactly is happening in their marriage.
I think that's happening
Like
in
Brandon
everybody's
and-
marriage. I think it doesn't matter what race you are, whatever. Marriage is a blending of family and a blending of economic value, and normally you can jump up to the next tax
Tier.
bracket.
Tax bracket,
You can jump up to the next tier normally.
Through marriage,
Yeah.
typically.
Through
Because-
marriage, typically,
Yeah,
yeah.
a lot of people do. But
A lot of people do.
Regardless if it's a man or the woman or a black or
Right,
white.
right.
typically, that's-
Y'all might have been lower middle class, but when y'all came together, y'all are able to inch your way into upper middle class. now.
Right,
Yeah.
right,
Or
right.
maybe you just go up one level to middle class, but now you're not lower middle class
Right,
anymore.
right.
And your lifestyle is really different. It's extremely different, and it's better for everybody.
Yeah.
And then maybe the next generation will get y'all to the upper middle class.
Yeah.
yeah, I guess that's the idea.
Yeah, but if you keep dating women who are below you, or a lot of generations are like now, you also putting your family at risk of dropping down
Yeah,
too.
that's dead weight. No, I'm playing.
Yeah, like, not even dead weight of who you're leaving it to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They don't have as big of a backing. When your family knows nothing about financial literacy, and I die, and I'm the only one, and I didn't get to tell you everything yet.
Right.
There's nobody that's left behind to give you this knowledge, because these niggas don't know what to do
That's
with
real.
$10,000, let alone 10 million.
Yeah.
You know
Hey,
what I'm
man.
saying? Or 100,000. You know, so.
That's true. White people got a couple hundred years of generational experience. on
Right.
us.
So it's
Yeah.
like, that's another thing when you're blending families that you gotta think about, which is why people look at people's families like it's like one of those old school. Do they come from a good family?
Yeah.
No, that's
You know what I'm saying? That's some real shit, because it's like,
That's why
you
parents
know,
talk about that when their children are getting married. And
yeah,
shit.
you don't
They
want to
want
bring
their
no
parents to know.
savage
Yeah.
family in. Like
that's real.
all your wife's families, these niggas are just hooligans. You know what I'm saying? Like crazy. You can't invite them nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like
You bring one bad person and they'll drain the family.
right, exactly. You bring in one bad person, they can fuck up our whole ecosystem that we got.
Everybody
over
got a
here.
family member like that already, so.
And everybody, and we all, everybody accepts one or two family members in
Yeah.
every generation.
Yeah.
That's the fuck up.
Right.
We all accept that.
Yeah.
We can't have half of the family that's fuck
That's
up,
what
or
I'm saying, yeah,
majority.
yeah.
We
Yeah.
can't bring that many of
Nah.
these niggas in here.
You gotta keep
we
your
got
distance
enough
on that one.
resources to offset 1 to 2 every generation.
yeah.
Not don't be bringing 40 of these fucked up niggas in here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That is true. It just brings the whole generation
yeah,
down.
it fuck the whole generation up. We start making money, but then y'all start spending it on stupid shit or doing dumb shit and
Set you
blowing the
back.
money that we're making together. Like,
I agree.
yeah, it's crazy, but
Making bad investments and shit.
yeah, or putting the family at risk of other things. So.
Yeah.